Hi, this is Adriana at BookBaby with a video showing you how to download and interpret your proofs. When you reach the stage in your project where you are presented with the option to view or download proofs, you will download the digital proof on your Mac or PC and review it using Adobe Reader. Downloading your proof offers you the ability to view your proof like a finished book, which viewing in your web browser does not. Once your proof file has been downloaded, go ahead and open it in Adobe Acrobat or Adobe Reader. Before you start reviewing your proof, there are a few settings you will need to adjust. To properly view your proofs, you must set Acrobat to display in two-page view. You can do this by navigating to the title menu and choosing View, Page Display, Two-Page View. Then, in the same menu, also select Show Cover Page and Two-Page View. It is important to set your PDF up for proper viewing so that you can see which is a left side page and which is a right side page. Let's start with your content. We're going to show you a few examples of PDF submissions that mimic what we see daily, and reasons why you'll want to carefully check your content against our proofer overlays to ensure proper printing. In this example, we have text falling off every page. This manuscript was not properly formatted for the trim size that was ordered. In this case, the client submitted content formatted for a US letter size book, but ordered US trade. This second example shows that the manuscript was better formatted for the trim size ordered, however, they did not consider the safety margins put in place. All of the text runs too close to the binding edge. Take notice that the left and right margins are more aggressive. This is due to the curvature of the binding and to accommodate thumb space. If your content contains mostly graphics and images like this children's book, you'll want to extend artwork fully through the outer edge, since everything within this space will be trimmed off. Full bleed allows for the tiny variances that happen during the manufacturing process to ensure that your design will run all the way to the edge of each page, leaving no white flashes. A slight shift on a page along an edge means gain or loss on the opposite edge. For more information about bleed, see the link to your right. Due to the nature of perfect bound books, content that is very close to the binding area may be obscured, so we don't recommend putting text in this area. For more information about your content crossing the binding of the book, see the link to your right. Now let's show some examples of good content. This manuscript is properly formatted for the trim size they ordered, and they consider the safety margins. Looking good. Likewise, the artwork in this children's book extends fully through the bleed area, and text is within the safety. Bravo! Now let's look at some cover examples. If you have been following along so far, you want to make sure that your artwork is properly formatted for the trim size ordered, and if you have background artwork, to extend it fully through to the bleed line along the outer edge. If you've ordered a soft cover, check that all text and important elements are within the safety, and also take note of the dotted lines which indicate the folds where your spine will sit. In this example, spine text falls over the fold and onto the back cover. Text should fit in the designated spine area and not cross the fold. Ah, that's better. If you ordered a hardcover, you'll notice that there is a larger bleed area that your artwork needs to extend through. That's because your hardcover consists of a sheet of paper wrapped around 3 boards, so your art requires additional bleed around all outside edges to cover wrapping around the interior and under the end sheet. If you look at the guides on this hardcover template, the edge of the board is indicated by the outer pink stroke. So if your artwork stops here, it doesn't account for the wraparound needed to make your finished cover look professional. The dotted lines indicate spine folds, so be sure that text stays within the safety, but also take note of the crimp areas, which border the spine along the front and back cover. It's necessary to keep the text out of this area, as it could look distorted. This example has the artwork stopping at the trim line right at the edge of the board and critical text falling in the spine crimp. Let's extend that artwork an additional 5/8 of an inch to account for the wraparound and move the text into the safety. Good. If you added a dust jacket to your order, these are printed on a separate sheet of paper that gets wrapped around the outside of your hardcover book and has 2 flaps that sit inside your front and back cover. Like your hardcover, ensure that all text and important elements are within the safety and that your artwork extends all the way to the outer edge. Dust jackets are applied by hand and may have a slightly larger variance than machined pieces. The only thing new to a dust jacket that we have not yet covered is the wraparound area. You want to make sure that you extend the art from your front and back covers far enough so that you do not see your flaps when the book is closed. There you go. Now that you understand what you're looking at, make sure everything is correct before submitting. Softcovers, hardcovers, and dust jackets are custom sized based on your page count and trim size, so if you're having trouble getting your artwork into the template, no worries. We offer cover templating services. On the left-hand side of your screen, if you have a link for submission method, you can click that link to add the BookBaby cover templating service. If you do not see that link, you will have to speak to author support. Thanks for choosing BookBaby, where writers become authors.